In Season 2, episodes 4 through 6 of Andor, the show draws specific inspiration from the French resistance during World War II. Characters and groups within the story echo real figures and strategies from historical resistance to Nazi occupation. These episodes ground the political stakes of the rebellion in realism, highlighting the practical challenges of building a movement. Here are 3 references to the French resistance. 1. The Ghormans and the language of defiance. The Ghorman people, introduced in these episodes, further reinforce the series' allusions to the French resistance. Their language, Ghor, is constructed with French phonetics, and the casting of French actors adds authenticity to their portrayal. Their language sounds different, deliberately so. It cuts through the sterile tones of the imperial officers. It marks them as outside the Empire's control. The Ghorman's cultural resistance, steeped in sound, reflects the historical truth that language is not neutral. While it can be used to stifle dissent, it can also be used to foment rebellion. 2. Luthen Rael and Jean Moulin, weaponizing culture. Luthen Rael exists in duality. To the Empire and society, he's an eccentric, an antiquities dealer on Coruscant, dealing in rare artifacts and cultural objects. In truth, he orchestrates the early architecture of the rebellion. His public persona is carefully curated, flamboyant and harmless, while his private life is cold, calculating, and burdened by the weight of rebellion. This echoes the lives of real French resistance fighters who maintain day jobs, professors, shopkeepers, clergy, while secretly aiding the resistance with intelligence gathering, sabotage, and escape. Luthen Rael's dual role as an art dealer and rebellion strategist mirrors French resistance leader Jean Moulin, who was a high-ranking civil servant before the Nazi occupation. He used the cover of an art dealer to build a covert network. He adopted disguises, used aliases, and traveled across France to persuade competing resistance groups to work together. His strength lay in his ability to coordinate, to see the necessity of structure in a movement that otherwise risked fracturing under ideological divides. His strategic leadership was grounded in the understanding that the fight against the Nazis was not only political, but also cultural. As the revolutionary Amilcar Cabral said, culture has proved to be the very foundation of the liberation movement. Moulin saw that preserving French culture and identity as an essential component to restoring freedom. The connection between Luthen Rael and Jean Moulin underscores a profound truth. Culture can be weaponized to resist oppression. Luthen recognizes that the fight against the Empire is not just about military victory, but about maintaining the cultural essence of freedom, the right to live without oppression or fear. And like Moulin, Luthen's weaponization of culture becomes the driving force in the fight against tyranny. 3. Ghorman City as Lyon, France. Ghorman's visual and cultural design evokes Lyon, long regarded as the symbolic heart of the French resistance during World War II. Its riverside setting mirrors the Rhone, and the city's role in Andor echoes Lyon's layered history of defiance. During the Second World War, Jean Moulin brought a fractured resistance movement together in this city. His 1943 chairing of the Conseil National de la Résistance unified communists, right-wing activists, conservatives, and centrists under a single banner: liberté, freedom. And Moulin's capture and silence under torture remain a defiant act of resistance and foreshadows Luthen's impending demise. However, Ghorman's threads of resistance run deeper through its symbolism. The presence of spiders and silk evokes Lyon's identity as France's historic silk capital. From the 16th century onward, Lyon's silk weavers shaped the city's economy and culture. In Ghorman, the emphasis on weaving and silk reflects not only craftsmanship, but also interconnectedness. Even the hidden passageways in Andor evoke Lyon's traboules, secret alleyways used by resistance fighters to evade Nazi patrols. So, episodes 4 to 6 deepen the show's engagement with history by drawing vivid allusions to the French resistance. Through Luthen's secret life, the Ghorman's cultural defiance, and Ghorman City being based off of Lyon, this arc reminds the viewer that rebellion is a mosaic of sacrifice. By echoing the French struggle against fascism, Andor roots its story in real human history, making its galaxy feel urgent and painfully relevant.